Friends, this is an update about uh, the developments in the electric car market. And this is to do with the recent news about the Chinese electric car maker, which is BYD. So the news is about uh, China's BYD electric cars is competing with BMW and Porsche with its new technology called as flash charging. This news item claims that because of this unique technology of flash charging, BYD would now be competing in the European market and it would have a USP, unique selling point of flash charging. So let us see what the news item says. So, what is flash charging? Flash charging is basically a new technology which, unlike the traditional charging, it is using a low voltage approach. Your regular fast charging increases the voltage, whereas this flash charging is using a low voltage. So, low voltage, and if you want the same power, then you know that power is basically V to I. So if you are using a low voltage, you need to supply more current. So it is a high current, low voltage approach combined with the advanced battery chemistry, which results in less of the heat generation and it also speeds up the energy transfer. So that is in short what is flash charging. So the model which has been launched into the market by BYD is the Denza model. So this Denza model comes with the flash charging, and the claim is that the vehicle would be charged up to 70% in just 5 minutes. So this is the claim, and with that, if you want to charge the vehicle 100%, then it would take around 12 minutes. So this is the claim of BYD for its Denza Z9 GT model. You know that if this is as so this if you take hardly 5 minutes for charging, it means that it is as fast as filling a petrol tank. And the range, the distance traveled per charging of this model is claimed to be 800 kilometers. Okay, so 800 kilometers is quite far, right? So you have a very good range of 800 kilometers, and the charging time is hardly 5 minutes. Okay. So this is what is the flash charging claim for BYD's Denza Z9 GT model. According to the chief of BYD, Stella Lee, it says that because of this technology, flash charging technology, uh, Z9 GT is a milestone model. So with this technology, now BYD is ready to compete with Porsche, BMW and Porsche, BMW and Mercedes. Okay, and BYD would be competing in the European market for this. Actually, BYD had launched this Denza model as a joint venture with Mercedes-Benz in 2010, and gradually it went on to increase its stakes, and then finally it took over the entire company in 2024. Okay, BYD is trying to sell its car in the European market, and the sales in UK and Europe have more than tripled last year. About 1,90,000 vehicles were sold by BYD. Uh, the share of the market, European market, which BYD holds, is about 2%. Okay, so 2% is quite reasonable. Uh, you know that BYD is now the largest EV maker. It has overtaken Tesla. So with this new technology, its sales are bound to increase. Uh, for making sure that the sales grow, we need to have the required infrastructure. So this such a infrastructure is already in place in China at about 4,200 plus locations, and it is targeting some 20,000 locations worldwide. In Europe this year, 100 such flashing stations have been installed in 2025. Okay, so with the required infrastructure, people will purchase these cars. BYD's flash charging technology is superior to the Tesla supercharger technology. Uh, Tesla's supercharger technology gives you a range of 321 kilometers, and it charges in 15 minutes. Okay, so that so BYD's flash charge is now more competitive than Tesla supercharger, which is a significant competitively for BYD. Uh, this is the market share of EVs. We must know these numbers. EV sales surged last year to account for about 17% of the total EU sales from, and in the last year 2024 the share was only 14%. Now it is 18%. So there is a 4% increase in EV sales. So EVs are gradually capturing the market and displacing the petrol vehicles. Battery powered models therefore are overtaking the petrol vehicles, and the sales are continuing to rise. Obviously, for the EVs to pick up, there is a challenge of infrastructure. Not everywhere the infrastructure is at place. For example, in Eastern Europe, there is still a lack of adequate charging infrastructure. So that would create range anxiety among drivers, and the sales would be uneven there. So that is the reason why BYD is trying to aggressively roll out the flash stations at different sites in Europe to overcome this barrier and to unlock the new markets across the continent. Okay, so from this news item, it is clear that BYD's flash charging technology would be a game changer with its 5-minute charging and 800-kilometer range, and it will be competing in Europe with the other premium European brands. And finally, it is the infrastructure that will decide the winner, because the plan is to set up lot many flash stations by year end, and the BYD is betting on that to drive the loyalty towards them and to compete with Tesla. Okay, so this was the update on the EV market. Thank you.